your shelter, let me be your light. You're safe, no one will find you. Your fears are far behind you.
All I want is freedom, a world with no more night, and you always beside me, to hold me and to hide me.
Then say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Let me lead you from your solitude. Say you need me with you here, beside you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Christine, that's all I ask of you.
Say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Say the word and I will follow you.
Share each day with me, each night, each morning.
Say you love me.
Oh, I do.
Love me.
That's all I ask of you. Anywhere you go, let me go too.
Love me. That's all I ask of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie Van Dandriesen. Your Highnesses, Your Majesties, distinguished guests, Namasaya, David Shannon. I have to get this right. Apa Kamba. Okela. That's all I've got. Now, I was born in London but raised in Ireland, and music and the arts were a big part of my life. My mother was a singer. I was involved in choirs and amateur shows when I was a child. But when I left school, I took a different path, and I became, believe it or not, a furniture maker. But when I reached the age of 21, a show came to town in Dublin that changed my life forever. The show was Les Miserables, and on a whim, I went to an open audition for the show. And 2 weeks later, I get a phone call, and all of a sudden I was cast in this wonderful piece of theater. Now, that whim led to nearly 20 years of theater, musicals, TV and film, from Les Miserables to Phantom of the Opera, from Sweeney Todd to Macbeth. Now, in England and Ireland, the arts are an integral part of our culture, and nurturing new talent is a very important thing. And I'm sure you'll agree with me tonight that having met and seen and performed with some exceptional Malaysian talent this evening, that Malaysia can be, I've no doubt in my mind, that Malaysia can be one of the international hubs for the arts. Now, this next song I'm going to sing for you. Look at my mic stand. It's all in a spot and everything. It's lovely. This next song I'm going to sing for you is from Phantom of the Opera, but it's from Phantom of the Opera 2, the sequel. It's called Love Never Dies, and for those of you who don't know the show, it's set 10 years later after Phantom of the Opera 1. The Paris Opera House is burned down. Christine is now a famous opera singer, and the Phantom has disappeared to America. Now, this song is of particular significance to me because when I first heard this song sung by a dear friend of mine, I knew I wanted to sing it, and I knew I wanted to record it, and it eventually became my title track of my debut album. I also think this song has significance because it talks about the Phantom's passion and obsessive, overwhelming love for Christine and for his music. The day starts, the day ends, time crawls by, night steals in, pacing the floor. The moments creep, yet I can't bear to sleep till I hear you sing. And weeks pass and months pass, seasons fly. Still you don't walk through the door. And in a haze I count the silent days till I hear you sing once more. And sometimes at night time I dream that you are there, but awake, holding nothing but the empty air. And years come and years go, time runs dry. Still I ache down to the core. My broken soul can't be alive and whole till I hear you sing once more. And music, your music, it teases at my ear. I turn and it fades away, and you're not here. Let hope pass, let dreams pass, let them die. Without you, what are they for? I always feel no more than halfway real till I hear you sing once more. Thank you very much. We're going to speed things up a little bit now with a bit of Queen, but a la Michael Bublé. This thing I call love, I can't handle it. This thing I call love, I must get around to it. I ain't ready. Where's the little thing called love? This thing I call love, it cries in a cradle all night. It swings and it jives, it shakes all over like a jellyfish. I kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love. There goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. She gives me hot and cold fever, and she leaves me in a cool, cool sweat. this thing called love. I just can't handle it. This thing called love. I must get around to it. I ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. There goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. She gives me hot and cold fever, and she leaves me in a cool, cool sweat. I've got to be cool, relax, get hip, get on my track, and take a back seat, hitchhike, and take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love. 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 Crazy little thing called crazy little thing called love. Called love. Crazy little thing called love. Called love. Crazy little thing called love. Called love. Called love. A little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, this has been the most wonderful introduction to Malaysia for me. This is my first time coming here, and I jumped at the chance when I was asked to be involved in this. And I must admit that when I first got asked to do this event, I didn't know as much as I should have about Malaysia, so I went online and I did my research. And I was overwhelmed by the diversity of the culture, by the beauty of the language, and by the mantras about the sacred earth. And when I got asked to sing this next song, I jumped at the chance of that too, because I think this song is all about those mantras. Forgive me for my pronunciation.